and a warm welcome to MLC TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. First, the headlines. President MUHAMMADU Buhari says 2023 census will tackle insecurity, poverty challenges bedeviling the country. Governor BELLO calls upon all business owners to join the government in the fight against insecurity. And FALCONETS beat France in Under-20 Women's World Cup. Now the news in details. The President MUHAMMADU Buhari said the planned 2023 population and housing census would give better structure to the government's fight against poverty and insecurity. This was as he lamented the dearth of up-to-date information since the 2006 census, which he argued has impeded the country's national planning. The president said this in a statement signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, during his keynote address at the National Stakeholders Summit on the 2023 census held at the State House Conference Center, Abuja.
Buhari, who acknowledged that Nigeria could rank the third largest country in terms of population by 2050, after China and India, say reliable, credible, acceptable, and successful census will enable government to plan for development, especially in bolstering the social security program that targets more vulnerable Nigerians. The president said the deployment of digital technology in the 2023 national population and housing census will ensure effectiveness and more accuracy in the figure that will come out of the exercise. The president also lamented that despite Nigeria's high-ranking position on the global demographic map, our population census have been conducted irregularly and at intervals longer than the United Nations recommended 10 years. He said this irregular and long interval of census taking in Nigeria has denied the nation the huge benefits of comprehensive baseline data for evidence-based decision-making. He said the 2023 census data is also needed to tackle the security challenges bedeviling the country, as it will give an overview of the population, where they are and who they are. The president therefore called for support of stakeholders, which include the state governments, local government councils, traditional and religious institutions, civil society organizations, private sectors, media, development partners, donors agencies, and the general populace for the successful conduct of the 2023 census.
President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday in Abuja assured relatives of the kidnapped victims of Abuja-Kaduna train attack that the federal government is doing everything within its powers to ensure the safe return of the remaining captives. Buhari gave the assurance during a meeting with representatives of the families of the victims in Aso Rock. He condoled with the families of the victims and those that lost their loved ones, saying that since the terrible and cowardly attack by the criminal elements on March this year, the nation had joined them to endure a period of difficulty and emotional pains. The president told representatives that in the immediate aftermath of the incident, several actions were taken by government to bring succor to the affected families and to prevent a reoccurrence in the country. On his recent instruction to security and law enforcement agencies to bring an end to inhumane action against innocent Nigerians, the president expressed delight that noticeable improvement has been recorded in fight against terrorism. The president also used the occasion to commend the bravery and gallant actions taken by members of the police force who were on board the train on that fateful day. According to the president, it is clear that their actions saved many lives, and by making the ultimate sacrifice, they must be recognized for their bravery. Buhari added that he had never doubted the ability or confidence of those who have presented themselves to defend the country, and the Kaduna train incident had reinforced the belief and faith of the nation in this special group of Nigerians. Kogi State Governor BELLO has urged all company owners to join the government in the fight against insecurity by including some measures in their already established ways of operations. Governor BELLO made the call when he met with over 100 business and company owners in the state. The governor said if all sundry join hands together, the evil among the people will be defeated and Kogi will continue to be the safest state. Our reporter has more.
Recently, Kogi State has had records of criminal elements that have caused panic within the Ajakuta local government area, where an Indian staff, driver and policemen on escort of West Africa Ceramic Company were killed by bandits and 3 kidnapped from another location within the local government area. This occurrence did not go well with the administration of YAHAYA BELLO, who had promised to flush them out of the state. To achieve the total cleansing of this mess from society was the meeting with traditional rulers and local government chairmen, where the governor charged them to take charge of their domain. And next was this meeting of the governor with all companies, including factories, bank institutions, schools, hotels, and other business owners in the state. The meeting was another pointer to how the state can be free of criminals. First were the top government officials who spoke of possible lapses that had aided the criminals and suggested better ways to support the government to fight insurgency to a standstill.
Aside payment of taxes, we talk about neighborhood watch, community policing, intelligent gathering. There are lots you can do to fortify the security of our states. Because you are there in the hinterland. At times you see what the most sophisticated security gadget cannot even see. You know, if you are providing the intelligence for us, then we will be able to do our part as government.
Because whatever you are doing it for the people. And I believe business is about you to satisfy yourself and satisfy the people. I've heard those who are in the hotelier business. Who is your customer? You need to know who is that person that is coming to my hotel. That is, you must know your customer. What is the business your customer is doing? Usually you have someone in your hotel staying for 1 week, nobody moving in, nobody moving out. You should ask questions. You should have a way of finding out what is this person doing so that you will not harbor criminal that will affect you and affect the society. You that is into pharmaceutical, you should know who are those patronizing some critical drugs that is not meant for people except based on recommendation. You should be able to know because some people, those that perpetrate crime, they do it under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Governor Bello cannot do all. Government officials cannot do all. It is responsibility of all of us.
When the floor was opened for the stakeholders to speak, they made suggestions, among which is seeking financial support from banks to create more jobs, and called on the government to also intervene in many ways that could help to occupy the minds of many young people who have taken to drugs and other evil devices.
If I am an operator and I'm employing, and you are an operator, you are employing, and people are gainfully employed, the miscreants that have refused to work can be identified by the vigilante group and other people, and you can, when they are caught, you not say, thank God, it's idiots. But today, too many youths are jobless because the bankers are not helping us to encourage indigenous operators. They don't even know mineral debts in the bank.
And I've suggested that some of our schools should run short courses for some of these persons. The problem they have no skill. And if you have no skill, you will do anything available. Can we have those schools run maybe block making, dressmaking, IT training, food processing, agri and its value chain? We have unique here. We can put these people into cooperatives.
It's only in Kogi State and in local that witness the highest number of tinted glasses if you are driving across the road. Even a car without AC will be tinted. So this thing, we need to immediately outlaw it. Our suggestion from everybody is that we should proscribe the operation of the union and let any road user must have a plate number, whether Okada, Keke, attached before you can apply the road of Kogi State as an immediate effect. So that one will become clear to us. On the hotels and data gathering, this should be a standard within the state. On daily basis, let's create a template of the data we want from the state that everybody that enters hotel on daily basis, this information should be of residents in the hotels will be sent to this email address for follow-up and be circulated. Those are measures we need to take immediately.
Many banks will not listen to us as entrepreneurs because a whole lot of them will want to ask you how much can you offer into equity contribution, which many of us we could not afford it. But my own suggestion is this: if Association of Miners with Kogi State Solid Minerals can come together, if there's any way state government can be of assistance in form of cooperative, so that they can be mining out some of these mineral resources in Jagba Aziz, and from there many youth will be engaged
on issue of borehole drilling. Like in Kogi State here, many equipment that we are using for borehole are from foreigners. It is only India's machine that we are having here. We want to appeal with our big men in the states and those who have capacity, so that we will patronize ourselves to grow. This will equally create more jobs for our youth.
After they have made their suggestions, the governor rules out conditions for owners of different firms in the state.
You are taking so much from Kogi, and you are giving back virtually nothing compared to what you're taking away. In fact, in most cases, the Internal Revenue Service will have to fight with you for you to pay even a stipend. You'll be ready to go to court with us. When we say pay a little stipend as tax. So we are going to make certain things mandatory for all of you to do, including providing decent accommodation, including decent transportation, including providing technological devices within and around your places of business. What is the radius between, if you take it even 1 or 2 kilometers radius around your business premises, and you ensure that you deploy certain technology or certain devices to ensure there is proper monitoring. We will sit down and design what we want you to do, and we will enforce it.
Those who would find it difficult to adapt to the conditions might have to look elsewhere to do their businesses.
And when we design them and we send them to you, and you refuse to comply, we will shut your business down. If you're not ready to protect your workers, if you're not ready to protect the environment, if you're not ready to secure even yourself and secure your investment, instead of giving us bad name, we would rather not have you existing in our state. So it's mandatory we shall sit down and make sure you are involved. It's not going to be an arbitrary kind of a thing. At least you have associations, you have unions, you have bodies. We'll make sure you are involved in such decision making.
While measures are put in place to stop further kidnap or killing, security men are still cobbing all hideouts and forests to rescue the kidnapped people. Khadijat Mohammed reporting for MLC TV.
The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of Kogi Enterprise Development Agency, KEDA, Rekia Onaivo Sani, has assured Kogi business women of our agency's commitment to their growth. She gave the assurance to the delegation of International Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, Kogi State Chapter during their visit to KEDA in Lokoja. In her opening remarks, the FIDA chairperson, Barrister Lilian Okoro, stated that the visit to the agency was aimed at ensuring that women lawyers benefit from the intervention programs being implemented by KEDA. Barrister Okolo noted that such inclusion will ease the challenges faced by women lawyers in assessing empowerment opportunities. She said that FIDA as a body promotes the rights of women, children, and the indigent in the society and does require all the support it could get to achieve a set objectives. In response to their plea, Rekia assured the associations of KEDA commitment to inclusion of women in all our programs. While highlighting KEDA's achievements, the MD CEO noted that the Kogi COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus KGKS project has a marked 40% targeted beneficiaries to women. She assured that the program will take care of businesses owned by women that were adversely affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In furtherance to the good wishes expressed to the Deputy Governor of Kogi State, Edward Onoja, on his 48th birthday, the MD CEO of Kogi Enterprise Development Agency, KEDA, Rekia Sani, paid a courtesy visit to the celebrant in Lokoja. Rekia reiterated her appreciation to Onoja's unwavering passion for entrepreneurial development and support towards the establishment of KEDA in Kogi State. She further commended the Deputy Governor for his uncommon loyalty and commitment to the success of the New Direction administration, describing him as a model for aspiring leaders in the state. Rekia presented gifts on behalf of KEDA staff and once again wished him more prosperous years ahead. Responding, Edward Onoja appreciated the KEDA team and wished them more success in their programs. A vehicle assembly plant being jointly set up by Lagos State Government and CIG Motor is getting ready for completion. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Thursday visited the plant on Wemco Road in Ogba area, where he inspected the progress of the automobile facility. The governor was received by the chairman of the CIG Motors Company Limited, Diana Chen, a Chinese investor. Sanwo-Olu's visit came 17 months after the governor formally sealed a joint venture agreement with the automobile company for the establishment of a vehicle assembly plant in the state. The plant, expected to be delivered by the end of the year, will have a jointly run factory for the production of different classes of brand new cars. If you are just joining us, it's MLC TV News Hour. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
The Nigerian youth is poised to become the leader of our future, like the saying, "We are the leaders of tomorrow." Since independence, the biggest black nation do not have much to say about her youth. Her youth have been deprived, depraved and disenfranchised. She has struggled to shine in the midst of beclouded darkness. Her entrepreneurial spirit and giant strides in all ramifications have become her abel. She stoops to conquer, resilient, defiant and victorious. All hail thee, the youth of this generation. We cannot overlook your strength. Many have shone the light and led the path. There is no better time to celebrate the Nigerian youth because the night ushers in the morning. Happy International Youth Day to all Nigerian youth in Nigeria and in diaspora. And this is what the APC presidential aspirant Bola Tinubu has to say about the International Youth Day.
Happy International Youth Day to all young Nigerians at home and in diaspora. Ours is a land blessed with the inexhaustible energies and brilliance of young people. Every day, they keep breaking new boundaries and records in almost every human endeavor. The creativity that lives in the heart of the average Nigerian youth shines bright like the sun. I must acknowledge and appreciate the innovators that powers the economy and creates technology that has changed lives. People like Michelle Elegbe, Tarabi Alebiosu, Anyedi Udo Obong, Odunayo Eweniyi, and Abisoye Ajayi Akinfolani, and many others who are leading the way, embellishing through their enterprises, their creativity, and their vision. Our nation is fast-growing reputation as the best place for tech entrepreneurship on the African continent. Our future is full of hope and excitement, in part because of the work these men and women have done and continue to do. I celebrate them all. In entertainment, Nigerian youth rule the world, from Grammy Award winner Burna Boy to Tiwa Savage, Davido, Wizkid, Thames, and so many other fantastic artists. Our music is moving people and making them dance in major venues across the world. They are our ambassadors of hope. What can I say that has not been said about the new queen of the tracks, Toby Amusun? Record breaker, is a Brume, fearless wrestler.
Welcome back. It's been more than 6 months since the ASU strike that has crippled the Nigerian education system because students are not obliged to be on the same level with some of their mates in private schools. This has also become a worry amongst many Nigerians, saying students have left education to get menial jobs just to be engaged. While some have gone for vocational training, some are indecisive. Still among the sit-at-home students have joined Yahoo because they are idle. MLC TV crew was on the street as well, visited some of the federal schools to inquire what some of the students are currently doing. Students of Yaba Technology call on the government to rescue the students from the situation.
Actually, I'm a diploma student, and then we've been having classes even during the strike period. Well, they should just pay the money they are owing the lecturers, and then that's all I think.
The solution is that our government to come together and think about it. Election is for me. I know they are thinking about emboozling the election money. That's what they are thinking about, and that's not what we are talking about. They should look at the students, because those are the people that are still going to come out and vote for them.
Government can cooperate with the state government. They should resolve the matter concerning the strike. That they should help the students. I know they are trying, but they should try at least to help the students, because they said we are the future, like we are the future leader. They should try to help us so that we can do better things for the country.
It also appeared apparently that many of the students have lost all hope as they think that their voices are not being heard and have counted their efforts as waste of time, knowing fully well that those whose parents are well-to-do already sent their wards abroad to study, leaving the children of less privilege to suffer.
I've been working. As you can see, I'm at work now. So, and just doing few little things. It can be pleasant because when you're in a condition like trying to start your career and your life, and with the government and all this whole stuff, with the delay and everything, it can be pleasant to even to anybody. It can't be pleasant.
If they resume, let's assuming they are resuming tomorrow now, so they won't be like as sound as when they were in school. So now, and I will plead the federal government, they should at least help the university students. So we that are coming from Polytechnic, because I'm in HND2, right? So I'm thinking of crossing over to university, but due to the way ASU, there's ASU strike of 18, so I'm actually thinking maybe I should do my HND, giving me a very tough decision either to choose.
Concern.
Yes.
Okay. The strike I've started, I've just been at home. Even I went for an interview to get a job, but I couldn't get a job because they said they can't give me a job just because I'm still undergraduate. As I am, age is not by my side anymore. Because with the look of things, if this strike continues to go on, I don't think I can be able to go and serve anymore.
All these and many more are the minds of the students. The Colleges of Education Academic Staff Union COASU lecturers have suspended their ongoing strike for a period of 60 days. The suspension is contained in a statement signed by COASU President Dr. Smart Olubeko and Dr. Ahmed Bazar, General Secretary of the Union, on Friday in Abuja. Olubeko said the decision to suspend the strike was taken at the end of its National Executive Council NEC meeting held in Abuja to reassess the status of issues leading to the 3 weeks rollover of the national strike. According to him, as evidence in the enormous progress made at the ongoing renegotiation and the appreciable level of progress made towards the amendment of the Colleges of Education Establishment Act, which is paramount for the development of the COE system. He therefore commended critical stakeholders for their intervention and dogged commitment to the resolution of the issues. The union president therefore commended the governments of Imo, Kwara, Osun and Oyo for the resolution of the lingering issues in their respective colleges of education. Let's join Jonah Malik for our sports update.
sports updates, Nigerians Falconets beat France 1-0 on Friday in Group C's opening match at the 2022 Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. The only goal was scored late into the second half of the match by Falconet flourish Sebastian. Coach Christopher Danjuma had picked team captain Oluwatosin Dimeng and 20 others to wear Nigerian colour at the 19-day championship. Nigeria will play France, Canada and Korea in Group C of the 16 nations, which begins 10th August. 2018 runner-up Spain tango with hosts Costa Rica, Australia and Brazil in Group A. Africa's other representative Ghana are up against holders Japan, the Netherlands and three-time champions United States in Group D. Germany, who have also won the competition 3 times, will play against Colombia, New Zealand and Mexico in Group B. All group phases and quarter-final matches will be played at the Alejandro Morera Soto, which is a hybrid of natural and synthetic grass called stitch grass. The semi-final, final and third place matches will take place at the Estadio Nacional. And that's sports update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Augusta for more stories.
Thanks for the updates, Jonah. And that's the size of our package today. Join us next week at the same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV. Instagram, MLC TV 2021. Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your event coverage, information, contribution, adverts and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Friday and Saturday to watch our special programs. It's Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Thanks for watching.